Good morning, students. Once again, I came, and I am taking HS second year mathematics class. We are doing increasing decreasing function of application of derivative in exercise 6.2. Already we have completed up to question number 8 in last classes. Now we will do today from 9 onwards. হয়ে গেছে ইনক্রিজিং ডিক্রিজিং ফাংশন যেটা অ্যাপ্লিকেশন অফ ডেরিভেটিভ চ্যাপ্টার 6 এ আছে সেটা করছি প্রথমে ফার্স্ট উই হ্যাভ অলরেডি ডান ডেরিভেটিভ অ্যাজ এ রেট মেজারার দ্যাট অলরেডি উই হ্যাভ ফিনিশড তো আপ টু কোয়েশ্চেন নাম্বার 8 এটা 8 পর্যন্ত হয়ে গেছে নাও উইল মুভ ফর কোয়েশ্চেন নাম্বার 9. Question number 9, they said prove that y is equal to 4 sin theta by 2 plus cos theta minus theta is an increasing function in theta in close interval 0 to 90. So this is your question. So I'll write what they have given. Y is 4 sin theta by 2 plus cos theta minus theta. So this is our question number 9. Now, if we want to differentiate this one, because it is application of derivative, definitely we have to differentiate. dy d theta. Why theta? Because here, instead of giving x, theta is given. So you have to differentiate with respect to theta. If we differentiate with respect to theta, this is what u by b form. It will be b square 2 plus cos theta whole thing square. After that, b 2 plus cos theta. Rule u by b is differentiation. Then differentiation of 4 sin theta. 4 sin theta's differentiation is 4 cos theta minus 4 sin theta will remain, and you have to differentiate this one. Differentiation of 2 is 0. Differentiation of cos theta is minus sin theta. Minus minus plus, and sin theta into sin theta is sin square theta. Differentiation of theta is only 1. If we take the LCM, 2 plus cos theta whole thing square. If we break this one, 8 cos theta, 4 cos square theta, 4 sin square theta, and if we multiply this into 1, it will be 2 plus cos theta whole thing square only, but I will break a plus b whole thing square formula. Minus 4 cos theta plus minus cos square theta. What we have done, 1 into this to this term, but I have broken this one, a plus b whole thing square formula. Now what we can do, 8 cos theta minus 4 cos theta. Here if we take 4 common in between these two, 4 cos square theta plus sin square theta. This one is 1. So for this and that we can cancel. We left with what? Here 8 cos theta minus 4 cos theta. We get what? It is 4 cos theta minus only cos square theta is there. 2 plus cos theta whole thing square. So we come to that point that this after differentiation it is like that. So now we will do what? We will take dy dx as 0. Now if we take if dy d theta is 0. If we take this one 0, so this term we have to take 0. So 4 cos theta, better you take cos theta common, 4 minus cos theta divided by 2 plus cos theta whole thing square. So you see that dy d theta 0 gives this term. Now cross multiplication of 0 and this is 0. We left with what? Cos theta is 0 and 4 minus cos theta is 0. This implies cos theta is 4. Cos theta is 4, which is quite impossible. Value of sine and cos both lies between -1 to +1. So you cannot take this one, which is not possible. So what we left? Cos theta is 0. Our interval given, it is what? 0 to 90. So of course here you can get theta as 90 because cos 90 is 0, so theta is 90 degree. Now if we consider theta as 90 degree, so another thing also we have not considered, it is what? That cos theta also should be greater than or equal to 0, and ultimately we get what? Dy dx. It is, if we consider this one, you will find this is what? 4 minus cos theta. Better to do what you think. If we get, this is the value of theta, pi by 2. Pi by 2 if we put, this is 0, all these things. And if we get any value between 0 to 90, if we put here, also this one, that for 0 to 90, this term dy d theta, if we consider, this is 0 to 90, cos always gives positive value, but it is less than 1. This is positive. This is a value less than 1 but not negative. So this is also positive. Here if you put cos theta, then any value between 0 to 90, it is also positive. So this one positive, all terms positive. So what we can say, that our y is what? Increasing function for this. So hence we can able to prove what they have asked to do. It is what? Therefore y is increasing function for 0 to 90. So this is our proof. So we can get the answer like that. So this is our question number 9. Now we will move for question number 10. So 10, how to do this? They said prove that the logarithmic function is strictly increasing on 0 to infinity. Logarithmic function. So as they said it is logarithmic function, that means our y or fx, they have given a different value. So question number 10, here fx or y is given as log x. So dy dx, this will be what? Differentiation of log x with respect to x is 1 by x. Already we know this one. For dy dx it is 0. If we take this one 0, then we will get what? What we can get? Just I want to skip this one. As this is, x is always negative for negative values of x, and x is positive for all positive values of x. So what we can say, for it is, you have to guess, for 0 to infinity, 1 by x, that is positive. So of course this dy dx is positive. Therefore, and if we put x less than 0, that is impossible because log x always valid for positive values of x and not the x is equal to 0. So with that we can say for 0 to infinity, that is why log x is valid, for that interval our dy dx is positive. Therefore fx is strictly increasing function in 0 to infinity. That is our positive real number. For that interval or any point on this interval, it is what? A strictly increasing function. So question number 10 over. Now we move for question number 11. Question number 11, it is like that. Prove that the function f given by fx equal to x square minus x plus 1 is neither increasing nor decreasing on minus 1 to 1. So question number 11, fx they have given as x square minus x plus 1. So this is our fx. So as usual, what you have to do, you have to find the f dash x. If we differentiate this fx with respect to x square differentiation is twice x, minus differentiation of x is with respect to x is 1 and differentiation of 1 is 0. Now if f dash x, this one is 0, implies twice x minus 1, this is 0, this implies x is half. So this is our value, that when f dash x is 0, then x is what? Half. Okay. Now number line you could take. So what we get? Total number line is divided into two parts. It is what? Minus infinity to half, and another interval is half to plus infinity. So we are getting what? Two intervals, and these are the intervals. Now if we take for minus infinity to half, better you take minus 1 to 1. Why you will take minus 1 to 1? As they have given the interval as minus 1 to 1. So minus 1 to half you take. So minus 1 to half, any point if you take, what you can take? Suppose 0. 0 is lies between this one. So for that, minus 1, this is 1. So of course 0 there. So 0 if we put, then it is 0 minus 1, that is minus 1. So f dash x is what? Negative. And if we take half to 1, this interval, half is what? 0.5, 1. So in between 0.5 and 1, we can take 0.6. If we put here 0.6, then you see that 2 into 0.6, that is 1.2 minus 1, so it is 0.2 positive, so this one. So what we get for this interval, fx is strictly decreasing, and as this one it is positive, fx is strictly increasing. Therefore minus 1 to 1, in between, in this interval we are getting two parts. In minus 1 to half, one part, and half to 1, another part. So these two parts, first part gives strictly increasing, second part gives strictly decreasing. One part increasing, one part decreasing. So we are in dilemma. We cannot say that it is strictly increasing because both the things occurs here at a time. So you cannot say that it is either strictly increasing or either strictly decreasing. Here we cannot say. Therefore this one, fx is neither increasing, of course strictly increasing, nor strictly decreasing. So this is your answer, because in any interval, if f dash x, that is neither positive nor negative. If it is in the middle also, then we cannot say that it is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. So with that we end our question number 11. Now we will move to question number 12. So what is question number 12? My joke is broken. So now question number 12. Which of the following functions are strictly decreasing in 0 to 90? So A, fx given cos x. So you do this on f dash x. Differentiation of cos x is what? Minus sin x. So for 0 to 90, what we can say, that is f dash x, any value 0 to 90, if you put this term is positive but minus sign as it is, so we get this one is negative. Sorry, sin x positive but minus sign will give before this one is negative. Minus of sin x. Sin x is positive. Why? Because x lies between 0 to 90. So minus of before that one, it is a problematic, so we cannot say it is what? Not strictly, it is strictly decreasing. Therefore, fx is strictly decreasing. Now B. Here fx is given as cos twice x. Similar way, you will differentiate it. Differentiation of cos twice x is minus sin twice x. But twice x is there, so you have to differentiate it again and it will give another 2. So this is what? Differentiation of cos twice x. So it gives what? A negative value, that is minus 2 sin twice x. Now if we consider for 0 to 90. Now see that any value if we put, then its double. 0's double is 0 only. But 90, its double is 180. So 0 to 180, sign is always positive. So this term positive, but sign before that is negative. So f dash x is what? Negative. Then what we can say, therefore fx is strictly decreasing. So this is the answer of question number 12b. Now I want to give C and D as your homework. So you do 12C and D. Similar way you have to answer this one. And you try to do. If you fail to do, yes, communicate with me. I will solve this one. Now we will move for question number 13. Question number 13 is like that. On which of the following intervals is the function f given by fx equal to x to the power 100 plus sin x minus 1 strictly decreasing? So there fx is given as x to the power 100 plus sin x minus 1. Yes. This is your fx. So as usual, what we are doing, we have to differentiate. So if we differentiate, it is f dash x, differentiation of x to the power 100, differentiation of x to the power n, and x to the power n minus 1. So it will be 100 x to the power 99. Now, differentiation of sin x, it is cos x. Differentiation of 1 is 0, so minus 0 we will not write. Now consider this one, first portion for one interval is given 0 to 1. So at that interval, you will find what? That it is always what? For 0 to 1, that this term is positive. But cos x, this one is negative. But no problem. This term is bigger than this one. So f dash x is positive. That you have to made it. I have to made it clear. Why we have written positive? As we put a positive term between 0 to 1, then this term will give positive value. 100 into this one. That is any value in between 0 and suppose 0.5, 0.6, 0.9, 0.1. Any value if you put, this will give a positive value. But 0 to 1, at that interval, cos is negative. Why negative? Because if it is in radian form, so cos x is also positive. Cos x is also positive. This is 0 to 1. 0 to 1, that value is always positive, and no doubt, because as we have taken a value term which is a positive, this one is positive, that one is positive, sum of both positive is positive. So what we can say, is it strictly decreasing? So this interval f dash x is positive, so it is strictly increasing. So it is not, therefore it is fx strictly increasing. So their demand we cannot fulfill because it is given that it should be strictly decreasing. Now 90 to 180. For that f dash x, it is what? Any value in between this pi by 2 to 180. It is what? 3.14 by 2. It is, I think, 1.5 something pi by 2. And pi is what? 3.14. So you take it is 1.6 this one. So if you put here, it will give positive. But 90 to 180, cos is negative. But one problem is what? This term is always bigger than that term. So that's why it is positive. fx is strictly increasing. I want to repeat, at any value in between this one, this is positive, because a positive term, but 90 to 180 cos gives negative. As this term is always bigger than this one, so it is positive, so it is strictly increasing in this one. So our question we cannot fulfill, that it is at which interval it is strictly decreasing. Now we will consider this one, 0 to 90. At that interval, you again see that our first term, that is this one, is positive. 0 to 90, this one is also positive. So f dash x is what? Always greater than 0. So it is fx is strictly increasing. So third interval, what they have given, that is also same, that it is strictly increasing. So for this interval, it is strictly increasing. For that interval, it is again strictly increasing. For 0 to 90, it is also strictly increasing. So what option left? That is our option D, where they have said that it is what? That it is neither increase, that is none of the above. So we will follow this one, that our answer option is none of this. So our required option is option D. So we have finished up to question number 13. So I expect all of you understood what I have explained, and I want to repeat that thing, that maths always what you have to practice it. Without practice, you cannot get this one. So once time you have seen, then you copy it, make a hard copy. When pandemic situation will withdraw, then we will check this one. And of course, it is needed. And so far as notice or circular is given, it is like that your exam will be on term 1, term 2 basis. That is 50% of the syllabus. It will be in the term 1. I think probably they have declared that this circular is with me. It is in November month, your term 1 exam will be there. and February, March there will be the term 2. So total syllabus is divided, even assessment, assignment or practical, that will be also divided into two parts. So with that you have to give the exam, and of course in every term you have to do as good as possible, because combining term 1 term 2 will give your final result. So be careful, study nicely. With that expectation I conclude my class.